That's right, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured it out yet, we're about to talk about Ireland! For Tourism Ireland, Alison Metcalf.
I don't have to juggle, do I?
No juggling required. Thank you so much. I am so looking forward to this conversation. Thank you for taking the time to be here with us this morning.
Well, it's great to be here, and just thank you to all of the travel advisors for being here, and thank you for your support. We're here to support you this week. So.
Love it, love it. All right, so before we dive into some specifics about Ireland, I'm sure everyone is curious. I am. What's the COVID situation like there right now? Do you mind just giving us a little update on that?
Absolutely. Everybody wants to know about that. Travel has never been more complex. The good news is that 92% of the adult population in Ireland are fully vaccinated.
Wow, absolutely love hearing all of that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a confession to make. I have not yet been to Ireland.
That's not good enough.
I know, I'm sorry. And I'm 50% Irish, too. It's on my bucket list. It really is, and I'm sure after this conversation, it will be at the very top of the bucket list. Can you share with all advisors here about all the activities that they can share with their clients? There's so much we could talk about. Can we start with food?
Absolutely,
so,
yes.
All right, let's talk about, I love food. And I know we all do like to try the local cuisine whenever we're traveling, of course. And honestly, I wouldn't have thought necessarily of Ireland as like a food or foodie destination, but that's wrong, right? The food, it's really incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen like a food revolution, a food sort of renaissance over the last 15 years, and that's been driven by our great chefs, our food producers. So Ireland really is a top foodie destination, and I know I have some of my European partners in the audience too as well.
All right, so I travel a lot for meetings and events. When I'm traveling for a personal vacation, I like to treat myself, right? And I know we've heard a couple times so far this week, last 18 months of COVID, travelers are really going to be looking to treat themselves, spoil themselves, go for a luxury vacation. So how do we create an immersive luxury experience in Ireland?
First of all, we start with our great 5-star historic castle hotels. But I think the one thing, if I can leave you with, is the golf is obviously fantastic, and you look at some of the vistas on the screen, but it is about the 19th hole. It is about what you can do as much on the golf course as off the golf course. It's that welcome, that hospitality, or as what we like to call it in Ireland, the crack factor. C-R-A-I-C. It's a Gaelic word that means having fun. We take the business of having fun very seriously in Ireland.
Love that. Love that. Crack factor. All right. So film tourism is becoming more and more popular. I remember reading something about Matt Damon spent a lot of the lockdown in Ireland. He was talking about moving there afterwards. Can you talk about some of the great movie destinations there in Ireland?
Absolutely. Yes, Matt was there, and I think he described his time in Dalkey, which is just on the south side of Dublin, as a fairy tale. I suppose we've got two big highlights I want to sort of share with you. First of all, one of the biggest hits on the small screen is Game of Thrones. Any Game of Thrones fans out there? Any of the Star Wars movies would certainly want to come and visit this part of the world. So again, you can just see how it came to life in the movie on the screen right there.
Wow. Just awesome.
Yeah.
So I mentioned that I'm at 50% Irish ancestry. By round of applause, how many of you out there share some Irish ancestry? Yes? Look at that. So, Alison, how many millions of people in North America claim Irish ancestry?
About 40 million in North America, 35 million in the US, 70 million around the world.
Alison, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alison Metcalf.
Thank you.
From Tourism Ireland. Thank you so much, Alison.